Are you on the ketogenic diet? There are a lot of things that we as Africans eat traditionally that we look for ways to make it keto, and Abacha is one of them, especially people from the eastern part of Nigeria. So I present to you Keto Cabbacha. In your normal Abacha recipe, you want to use dried cassava like this, soaked in water to rehydrate it and then use it. But because cassava is too high in carbs, we don't eat it in the ketogenic way of eating. So instead, we're going to replace it with cabbage. This is like a quarter of cabbage. I think it's a big cabbage. This is quarter. You can use any quantity you want. You can use fish, you can use cow skin, you can use anything, but the most important thing is this is just garnishing. It's optional, whatever you want to use, because you're going to already have a protein source in the cabbage itself. So I'm going to season this fish and fry it in palm oil. Ingredients for the cabbacha is of course your cabbage. This is garden eggplant. That's the beauty of having things like this in your backyard. Garden eggplant, this is the one from my backyard, and this is the seed from it. This is the one I got from the store. I've not eaten this one before, so I don't really know, and then they don't come fresh. Normally you will use potash, but potash is not so good for you, especially in keto. So if you don't have the burnt palm froth ash, you can use baking soda. Using fresh pepper, but you can use dry, anything you want. About a tablespoon of crayfish, apple cider vinegar. You can use the one with the mother, you can use the one with the children, you can use, what we just need is the acidity. My salt, my adobo seasoning, and palm oil. So we're going to start by cutting up our cabbage. After cutting your cabbage, you season a pot of water. Just add enough salt for the cabbage. Add like for this size of water, I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And then we're going to boil our cabbage. And we're frying the fish. You can grill it if you want. So our abacha is ready. We're going to drain out the water. I will pour cold water to help cool it down. We don't want to use hot abacha. Cool it down and then allow it to drain water. But I'm still going to use a sieve and squeeze out the water. So I've squeezed out all the water from the abacha. Cabbacha. So we're going to make this easy as possible. I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible. I'll put in my palm oil. And then I'm going to add the baking soda. Put about a tablespoon of water. And then I cream it. palm oil is going to become lighter in color. You can do this in a food processor if you want. Then I'll add the crayfish to the adobo seasoning. I'm not going to add salt because I boiled the cabbage with salt, so I have to be careful. Add our, remember to squeeze out water as much as possible out of this. You can use fresh cabbage, but if you do, it's not going to be like the way you have the cassava. This is the way the cassava is when you're using it to make abacha. It's soaked and it's soft. So when you boil your cabbage, you get it to be like that. You add your pepper. Be careful, add as you want. My garden egg. At this point, you taste for salt for your seasoning. If it's not okay, you add more. There's no need to add any seasoning, but you won't even know that this is cabbage. Oh my goodness. But I think I'm going to add more garden egg. Whoa, my husband is so going to love this. And a little bit of more pepper. Then I will garnish with my garden egg leaves. Oh my goodness, this is so good. This is so good.